So we were all called after the end of the pageant to line, and everyone can see us, and then they were going to crown people. When it came to the misses, they were like, she doesn't have the qualities. I saw do you know, like, emotionally I was so heavy because I'm on stage in front of people, like I have to like pull in a face, you know what I mean, while they saying this stuff. So Little Miss is the children, the young ones. Little Miss was supposed to get 4 point something because it was said on the group, because it was a group chat. So I saw her taking the check like a Little Miss and giving Little Miss 2,000.
I've been through hell and back, nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, what the man got toma, but then you got tonga. I've been through hell and back, nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, what the man got toma, but then you got tonga.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, and welcome back to another episode of To Hell and Back. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you're subscribed and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, my ninjas, today we have got a very gorgeous. Can I keep going? Very gorgeous girl, okay? Siyavuya.
Yes, Sia.
Oh, Siyavuya. I got it right. You said I can call you Sia.
Yes.
I don't have short-term memory. You tell me something now, I've forgotten. But Siyavuya, I see your beauty made me remember. You just gotta be beautiful. How are you?
I'm doing good, Owamie. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. You look so beautiful, mommy.
Thank you. You look beautiful as well.
Thank you. I love the hair on you. Like, I mean, I saw you because I'm the one that actually contacted you.
Yes.
But when you came, I looked at you and what did I say? I know you.
You know me.
I couldn't. Like, you look even more beautiful in person.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So today I want us to go ahead and talk. The reason why I contacted you is because you did go online and you had a story that you were telling us, which to me sounded like a horror story, But before we do that, I would love to just know who's Sia, your upbringing. Who are you? Do you have kids? Do you have siblings? Do you have a husband? Please give us all the juice.
Okay. So, igama lami Siyavuya. Yes, I was born in the Eastern Cape. Yes. Not everyone knows the Eastern Cape here in Gauteng, even though they act like they know it.
Okay.
But yes. So I was born in a village called Tsendane. It's after Butterworth.
Okay.
At least people are more familiar with Butterworth. They know Butterworth. Yes. So I was born and bred there, and then for educational purposes, I moved to Cape Town to live with my mother, who is she's no longer with us anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. So I always wanted to be a storyteller. Always wanted to be an actress. Growing up, like, I would envision me creating stories, or whether it was film or I didn't even know theater back then, because it was not the digital era like it is today, but it was always in my head.
But I never ask a lot of people this. When you're saying the digital era, how old are you, Kante?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yes. So you understand, like, in the 90s and then early 2000 was not like it is now.
Yes, that's true.
So and low 2000, so I can't. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and because of that, I've always followed my dream game. I've always been sure of what I wanted to do in life. I understand now when people say they don't know what to do, but back then I never understood. What do you mean you don't know what to do with your life? Because for me at a very young age, I knew what my passion is. I wanted to tell stories, and even through my personality, people can tell, well, okay, you should be an entertainer or you should be on stage. So I always followed that. So after high school, because it was expensive to go to drama school. In drama school, they're still expensive even today. Yeah, but and other universities they don't cater to that. Yes. So what I decided to do, I decided to study film and video, which was aligned to storytelling, but it's more of the production side. I mean, you understand how important it is because now you run your own podcast that you need to know the production side as well. It's very important.
Definitely.
Yes. So I enrolled to go film school, which was an eye-opening for me because when you go there, you think, you want to be a director or you want to be a producer, but when you go to film school, then you find out other things, that lighting, you find out costume, you find out design, you find out a lot of things that actually are important. And within that, sometimes you can find your passion in a field that you didn't even know that, would spark that light in you. So I decided to study film, and then I graduated from a film school was in CPUT in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yes, I graduated go film school, and then I interned SCTV. SCTV is in Cape Town. It's a small production company. It's an NGO. We were interns there. I learned how to present there. I'm an all-around storyteller, so I was an in-house poet. So there's a show that they used to do, and they would want artists at the end of the show, someone who would perform, someone who would want to sing. And so I told them, I love poetry. Give me a shot. So every other Friday, I would, and then it grew my confidence. I don't want to lie, as a performer, because I am not extroverted like that.
Okay.
Many performers are not that extroverted. You'll be shocked. Yes, but when it's time to perform, they come alive. So I learned there how to present, and I was doing poetry. I would write poetry, memorize it within 10 minutes, and then perform it on live TV. And then after that, I enrolled a Magnet Theatre. Magnet Theatre is a theatre school in Cape Town also. It's an observatory. It's also an NGO, yes. But the teachers there, some of the teachers are teaching in UCT. Yeah, UCT, there's a drama department, and some of the lectures there, they lecture us Elandus at Magnet Theatre. So at Magnet Theatre, I enrolled 2017, 2018, and 2019. And that's where I grew my confidence in terms of acting, because I was on stage. It's not like television, you perform live in front of everyone. Yes, it's not easy. I was very, very, very shy.
There's no retake there. You have to know your story. You have to know your lines.
You do. So
is that not intimidating though?
It is intimidating because the first year, I don't want to lie, I'm very happy to support people. I never want to be the only one in the spotlight. So first year, I was always in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I always hid. If you need background singer, okay, fine. If you need, I don't want to be the steering. It's fine. Yes. And then I thought, okay, you know what, Sia, you came here so that you can, come alive and be better.
Yeah.
So my confidence grew. It grew the second year, and then we were offered a third year, and then I took the center stage. I learned how to sing. I was very much discouraged at home. When you know that you can do something, and then when people hear you,
they do that to me all the time. The people that think I cannot sing, I'm telling you, and I'm a great singer.
Come on now, it is the belief.
I believe I can play. I just have a bit.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I do better than this. Ninjas are always coming for me, girl, you can't sing. Stick to gossiping. Don't kill my dream, my babe.
No. Don't let them. Don't do that. Yes. So I learned how to sing there, the techniques of singing, and I am actually. I know now what they meant when they said I couldn't sing, back then. It's not because I didn't have the voice, because you can have the voice, but there are technicalities when it comes to the controlling of the voice. Even when it comes to singing, there's a certain shape of your face that you have to make in order a specific sound to come out. There's head voice, there's chest voice, there's so it's a lot. So if you don't understand that, people will say, okay, you can't sing. Maybe they mean you don't know the technicalities or the basics, but when you know basics, you're good to go. You are good to go. So after that, the people that approached me, because I've developed an ear where I can tell, okay, what's wrong, because they have, cooked me. Now at least, you know what I mean. I can be able to contribute. So after that, I graduated from acting, and then I decided, and then the pandemic hit. Yeah, because the pandemic was in 2020.
Yeah.
Yes. So we went overseas for a children's play because they taught us how to make work for children.
Okay.
Yes. So we traveled to Sharjah. Sharjah is in the UAE, next to Dubai. We went to Sharjah, and that's when we heard, okay, Sharjah about, okay, there's pandemic, airports are closing, so we came back home. Yes, I was under the Acetage is a big platform for children, for theater makers. So I came back, and after that, what happened during the pandemic? Many people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Many people, even theater makers, because theater, you need the crowd to be there. So yes, so it was hell from there. It was hell. And then after that, I had to go back to, my great-grandmother died. Yes, she lived a very long time. She had a full life. I mean, in her ID, it was written 1917 when she was born, but
she was older than that.
Yes.
That's what happened with a lot of people that were like old. Yeah, even even my grandmother's age was not her age. Even my uncle, even my mom. I don't know what happened back then, but yeah, they were given wrong.
Yes, because my cousin told me in order for them to determine that age, she had to tell them about Isganeko that happened in the past. So she was alive when it was a time where I think it was in South Africa. The sun disappeared and it became dark. Yes, so I don't know historically when that happened, but it's documented in history. So when she was telling the people from Home Affairs, I was alive, I was a girl, they were like, that happened in 19... No. Okay, then they need to reverse. Yes, so they estimated based on events that happened, historical events, because they were alive. I mean, a lot of African people, they carry the history. They carry the history with them. And when she died, it was a lot happening, Ekaya back in Cape Town. So I was not happy.
At this point, was your mom still alive?
No, my mom died 2012.
2012.
She died in 2012.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, yes.
My mom passed 2013.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, I think we're close.
We're close, yes.
So now, who was staying in Cape Town? Do you have any siblings?
So I come from a teenage love affair.
Okay.
Yes. So my mom was very, very young when she had me.
Okay.
And then also my dad was young. So they had children like a decade or like 15 years after. So my mom only had one child and my dad had twins after me who are like 15 years like younger than me. So they had children later in life after me when they were felt like they were a little bit matured. So in Cape Town, it was rough. It was rough in Cape Town because my mother was in a toxic love affair.
Okay.
Which affected me very, 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 very much. I will not speak for other people. I will just speak for myself. That it was so. Acting then became an escape for me, because she was in a love affair, and then at home, it was. Let's just say the guy that she was with was into a crime. So I remember there was a time at home where there would be like random cars, ekaya. And then because I'm a homebody, I'm always at home. And then I would hear that this car was like hijacked or something, which didn't make me feel safe. Because if someone comes here, because other people can check their cars. Look, I don't know what these people can do. Maybe they can take out the checker. I don't know what they can do. So, and because of that, I never felt safe. Other people wanted my mother's house, and there were constant robberies that were coming into the house. I remember this other time, I was practicing how to walk in 7-inch shoes. And so I was boiling water in there. Wrong combination. Wrong combination, yes. So the boiling water spilled on me. So I got burned. So I had to rush to a day hospital, which is in Mitchell's Plain. And so I was sleeping with the bandage. It was not like a heavy burn, but it was irritating enough for me to, to go to the emergency room. So when I came back with my cousin, robbers came into the house. Because after my mom died, a lot of things started to happen. Like the home invasions, they happened more than 3 times. TVs were taken. thank God that, grape did not happen, because I remember that day when these guys came, they came with a knife. I could see like in the shadow, like it was like 12. Sometimes when people come into your house, and obviously I don't pray this for anyone, they see, because those guys, I could tell that it was an inside job, because they asked for things like, where is the PlayStation? Where is the thing? Where is the thing?
Do you think your mom's boyfriend? Okay, because
yes,
okay,
girl.
we're not
Yes,
gonna,
girl. Yes,
yeah,
girl.
which again,
Yes.
if that was the lifestyle he was into,
Yes, yes. There was connections. I was like, I was not safe at all.
So who are you staying with at that time in your mother's house?
So my aunt came to take care of my mother.
Oh,
yes.
when your mom was sick.
Yes, when my mom. So she passed in the hands of my aunt, or in the care of my aunt. And I feel like my mom actually just gave up. I feel like she chose to leave the earth. You know what I mean? Because she was sick. She was sick, so she decided not to take medication. Yeah, because she was tired. She was tired. When you have to take constant medication all the time, and she was tired. So I feel like she gave up. She gave up because she could have fought. But I don't blame her. I don't know what she was going through. Like internally. So because of those things happening in the house, and there was so much conflict within the house, I was not doing okay. And there was this constant rift between me and my family, So I decided, you know what? And Esamora, where I was staying, it was completely unsafe. It was so unsafe. Like Esamora, these days, I hear before I left, like any car company that would come in would be hijacked during the day at 11 a.m. Like if you are selling on the street, people just take your stuff. Now in Cape Town there is protection fee. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yes. It was that's what was happening. So even me, I remember, because I'm very entrepreneurial, but I have not broken through that. I remember because I did film, I bought a Canon camera. I wanted to do a studio and a backyard. Sometimes you start your things a backyard going, yes. And again, my business was threatened. You know what I mean? So every time I would start something, and then I got nervous because these guys would just come in, even with saloon, and demand this fee. And if you don't pay, you die. Sorry to say that. Like, I know for social media there's, yeah. But it's a real thing. They would go to a crash. And then a crash, if you don't take them seriously, there are many crash owners that have passed because they didn't comply. Yes, they didn't comply. And they tell you how much they want you to cough up. You know what I mean? Escoleni, like the principal, like it's worse. It's actually gotten worse. It was like that when I was there. Like we were so nervous. So I was like, this is not a place to grow. Anything, because now you robo mama that they are just benzela abantwana babo so to go to school, to eat. They are selling amagunya on the side of the road when you bafuni protection. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was that life for me. And I remember the corner of my house, like lamapara ahlala phayana, and then when I would pass, you get robbed, like just by your house. Yes, just by your house. So I was like, okay, I'm not safe. And people died or bashona for wigs. Like there was this thing of if you don't want
wig snatching.
Yes, there's wig snatching, and some girls have passed because they refused to things like that. So I was like, this is not actually a conducive environment for me, because mentally it does something to you.
No, it does.
It does.
No,
so I decided, you know what? Let me just leave Gauteng. Leave Cape Town.
So just for me to understand, the group of people that were staying there, colored?
No. It was us.
Next?
It was black people. It was us.
I mean,
it was
if
us.
you're colored and you're watching, I'm sorry, man.
I know.
But
I know
mean,
the culture. Yes.
And what,
Cape Flats.
Yeah, Cape Flats, stuff like that.
No. It was us.
Is it?
It was us. It was
Sure.
us. And it's young boys. Like 15, 16. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. So it was very, very, very tough.
So when you came to Gauteng, which year was that?
2022.
2022.
So I was doing teacher's assistant. There is teacher's assistant in South
Online.
Africa. Yes, where you apply and then you go help the teachers in school. Yes, I did that. I did that. So I did that. There's a school called Isolomzi in my village. Yes, in my village. It's actually a great school. They get 100% passing rate for yes for their matriculants. 100%. So they're very recognized in the district. So it's next to my house. Like I walk to go to that school. So they accepted me as a teacher's assistant, and I helped with teaching, even like drama. So I felt like comfortable because it was creative arts, and then English, So I told my grandmother, you know what, I'm serious about my career. I actually want to go to Gauteng and let me pursue acting and film and see where it takes me, because I already went to school. So in Cape Town, I don't see a future for me there. Yeah, it's very tough. So let me just, go to and my grandmother was very understanding. She was like, okay, and I was earning like 3.5. It was 3.5 for teacher's assistant, and she was like, don't spend your money. Keep all of your money, and then so that when you go to Gauteng, you can finance yourself. So I did that. I think it was for 5 months. So I saved all of that money. I contacted my friend who stays here in Gauteng. I went with him to film school. So that's where I met him, in film school.
Yeah.
He was a year ahead of me. And I said, okay, I don't know Gauteng. I want to stay in Gauteng. Can you look for an affordable place for me? She was like, yeah. I mean, he was like, yes, it's fine. So he got me a place. I gave him the deposit, and then when I arrived, there was already a space for me. I bought furniture because I already saved up. So I bought a bed, I bought like a little cupboard, a little chest of drawers, stove, and my grandmother gave me some things so that I don't have to buy everything. Yes, thank God to her. So when I got to Gauteng, I was a little bit stable. I had saved up some money for rent for a few months, like maybe 7 months, and food, so which was enough. And then I'm into beauty as well, so I can braid people. So I make a standing something so that I can braid people. So I was making my own money at the side so that I can assist myself, so that the money doesn't run out. Yes. So and then I got an agent.
Okay.
Yes, because I was very focused. I was very sure, okay, why I'm here. So I already got like a self-tape. I already knew what the agents want, like the pictures, and then they accepted me, and then I would go for auditions, yes, and then I would apply for work for film as well, just to do maybe like PA, and just grow into the industry,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wow, what a journey.
Yes.
Ne? What a journey. I mean, you said you're 32, I'm 34. And like thinking of all this that you were doing, like you're very smart. You're a brilliant young lady. I do have to say that. So now let's get to the pageant.
Yes.
The name of the pageant?
Yes. Miss it is Miss Independent South Africa, but for me they said Mrs. Independent because they had categories, like for little Mrs., preteen, teen, Miss, Mrs. Yes, but it's Miss Independent.
It's Miss Independent.
Miss South Africa, yes.
Okay, so please just walk us through what happened.
Okay, so going into the pageant. Now I saw the poster. What happened is 2023, yes, here in Bramfontein, Ejobek CBD, yes. So I saw a poster online saying, okay, there's pageant classes and modeling classes, and because I love the entertainment industry, I was like, and I had free time, okay, let me attend these classes so that I can learn, more about the industry. So those classes, they taught me how to walk, prepared me like for the world of modeling or for the world of pageantry, and things are changing. I mean, like in the modeling or pageantry space, plus size, their height, they're not that strict, and there are people who are still strict, but they, things are changing. Body positivity and all that stuff. So that group posted the poster for this pageant, and I wanted to enter a pageant. I always wanted to enter a pageant. When I was younger, I entered many pageants, but my mom was behind it, so I didn't know what people had to go through behind the scenes. All I knew was that my mom got me a dress and I was walking, you know what I mean? But now that I'm older, obviously, now I am the responsible one. So when I heard that, people have to come up with sponsorship fees. So I didn't understand that. I was like, because when I used to, I don't know if you know Tyra Banks. When I used to watch the Tyra Banks show,
But America's Next Top Model.
Yes,
oh,
yes.
I used to love it, guys, and I just knew it's a dream again because I'm shocked. But anyway, doesn't matter.
things are changing. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. So Tara would always say, like, okay, if an agent wants money up front, then you should not enter that agency because they're the one that's supposed to, get jobs for you. And then the way that they get paid is when they take a fee from the payment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's how they do even in acting. So when people saying about the pageantry world, they said, okay, you need a sponsorship fee. I didn't understand it, which kind of made me hesitant to actually even go into pageants, because I was like, okay, what am I going to win if I'm already coughing up a lot? And it depends with the pageant, because others, there are 5,000, others there are more. So, and this girl advised me. She entered a pageant and she was like, Siavuya, I don't want to lie, my experience with, she didn't enter the pageant that I entered, but it was another pageant. She was like, my experience with the pageant, it was beautiful, girl. It was life-changing. I am getting opportunities as much as I funded, she was volunteering, doing stuff so that she can pay for her sponsorship and for her dresses and all that. So I saw that, okay, that's a lot. But she was saying, the fruits, though, they are worth it.
Yeah.
Yes. I was watching her WhatsApp statuses and she was going to speak on big events and all that stuff. I was like, okay, and the networking. I was like, oh, okay, then it's not that bad. I can actually raise my sponsorship fee. It looks like it's a benefit looking at her. And she was like, even my daughter, I want her to enter pageants because the confidence it gave me, it opened me up. Now I can stand in front of people and speak, I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Let me enter a pageant. And it was a goal of mine because I always have a vision board for a year, like things that I want to accomplish. And they do come true. So I do believe in vision boarding. So in my vision board, there was a lady with a crown. And it was from a pageant. So I was like, okay, this is one of my goals for this year. Let me do it. So I saw this Miss Independent. I was like, okay, let me enter it. And the entry fee was 350. So when I entered, and then I got a call from we got into a call with the lady, yes, the Vanessa, yes. So she was talking to me. She was like, okay, you need sponsorship fee, and this sponsorship fee doesn't necessarily have to come from you. You can get people to sponsor you, yes, if you have maybe companies.
Oh, I'm so sorry to
Yes.
cut you off, ne? Please continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So she was like, okay, it's 3.5, which from the previous girl I just told you about, she was like, it was worth it and all that. I was like, oh, okay, let me see if I can raise these funds for myself. And the pageant was months ahead. So I was like, okay, I think I can do it. Yes, I think I can do it. But I was not informed about everything that's going to take place within the pageant. I raised that money up, and then come December, I haven't been home since 2022 when I came to Gauteng. So I went back home because I missed my family. Now, on that day that I was going home, I was in a taxi going back to Katlehong where I stay, and then I got robbed. Someone wangshaya taxi. Sometimes these people use umuti, and
No,
it has
they do.
Yeah, it has been used on me multiple times. So now I know, okay, this is not some fairy tale. So this guy robbed my phone. Yes, it was.
How did you do it?
He came in. Okay, he was in the car. He was the first one in the car. Behind the driver, there's those seats for people who have things like many
Yeah,
things.
and
So
then they
yes,
put the-
I came with plastic because I was planning to bring my family some snacks and nice things.
yeah.
So I was carrying big bags, and actually he helped me to.
Put them in.
So the trust.
Eish.
So I place things down, and I'm always listening. I was listening to a podcast. Yes, I'm always on my phone listening to a podcast. So I'm sitting down. He's asking for directions that he doesn't even need. I didn't know at the time. So I'm working for him. No, it's that side. The taxi is that side. No. And he was like, oh, you know what? It's the wrong taxi. And then he went I went out of the taxi and I'm paying. I forgot that I had a phone and I was listening to things on my, I was listening to a podcast. Now we are paying for the taxi money and now I'm looking for my phone. I'm like, I can't find my phone and I'm loud. And then there's a guy next to me. He helps me. Everyone is looking like under their seats and everything. And then the guy said, do you remember that guy that was here? I was like, yeah. He's like, he took your phone. He took your phone. And then everyone in the taxi was like, yeah. I was like, wait, what? And when I called it, it was already on voicemail.
Yo.
Already on voicemail. He took them, and then everyone started to come. And then people were consoling me. And then I was not that even hurt because so many tragic things have happened to me while I was in like Gauteng, you know. I lost 2 phones in a day and all of my money. So that came, I was like, okay, I'm kind of used to these people by now who do these things. So then I went home without a phone. And then I came back after December. I came back from Transkei. And then I contacted the pageant and the lady was actually, Vanessa was actually nice on the phone. He was like, I was wondering where you've been. I was like, no, I got robbed. Now I've just done a swim swap. So what's happening? She was like, no, go fetch your sash in the nearest PEP. Yes. So I was like, oh, okay. So the sponsorship money is going to the sash, the T-shirts, things that should be bought for the pageant. I was like, oh, okay. And then apparently in that communication, when I lost my phone, people were told that they have to sell 5 tickets. I was shocked. I didn't know, okay, wait, I'm the one who's supposed to, they were like, you will not compete until you sell these tickets, which was a shock to me. I was like, and many people in the pageant industry seem to understand this, but you have to pay. I was like, this does not make any sense because isn't it the organization's job to actually invite,
yes, and get people to come, not to come in. You are supposed to be looking pretty. That's what you should stress about.
Exactly. So I was like, wait, what? And the ticket is 350. I was like, I know there are people who don't mind paying, but there are people that don't have that kind of money of a ticket costing 300. And I was like, 350.
It's like
1.7. Yes. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean I have to? Where am I going to get this money? Because I've already paid for my sponsorship and for my entry.
That's like the 350 entry fee.
And the 3.5. Exactly.
And now 1.8 basically.
Exactly. So I was like, what? What do you mean that I won't compete? What if people don't want to come to my... Because not everyone wants to support you. You know what I mean?
Were they more interested in selling the ticket or filling the seats? Was it people that were supposed to physically come or they were just interested in the ticket has to be bought?
They said the ticket has to be bought.
So whether if the person comes or not, it's not an issue.
They didn't specifically say that, but they said if you're not going to sell these tickets, you can't compete. I was like, wait a minute. How big is this space? I was thinking to myself, how big is this space? And I was thinking in my head, like, sponsorship, if you're gonna host something like a pageant or any event and that it's a competition, people need, even if we are not the winners, at least we must go home with something. Always ultra, like, aren't you inviting people maybe who are behind women, who support women, like your dove, your shield, like, aren't you approaching these people to come and so that the pageant, is supported, you know what I mean? So, because I'm like, because there were more than 20-something girls there. So, if all of us are paying if all of us have to bring 5 people, so these seats will be filled with our relatives. So, who's going to look at me? Like, okay, I do want to look pretty and I want compliments, but I'm entering a pageant not to just look pretty, but to bring something, to make something of myself. So if I bring my friend, and then what? And that does not make sense to me. I was like, so where is this pageant going?
Other than that, where's the opportunity to now network? Because the people that came with me will never look at you. And the people that came with you are people you see on a daily basis. So they're not really going to do much for you.
Yes.
So, like, what are you here to do? Are you playing games or
Exactly. What? That's what I didn't understand. I was like, wait. So what is it for us? What is it for us? And even with the money, it was supposed to be 10K winner. So I was like, even with this money that we're going to win, it's not that much looking at the money that we had to invest. Like, it's not that much. Like, okay.
And besides, she's taking from like 20 something girls and then only giving like maybe 4 or 5 or whatever, because it's only the winners, right?
Yes.
So like, okay, we're not saying don't make money, but
of course,
at
yes.
the end of the day, like that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's like almost like what? Almost like more than half of what you're even going to win. So honestly, you're not really winning 10K.
We're not really winning, no.
You're winning like 4.5 or something like that. Like 4 point something, if I'm not too mistaken. If
yes,
you know.
yes.
But yeah, no, that's upsetting. I don't know why I'm getting upset. Let me calm down.
It is upsetting. It is upsetting because when I was thinking about it, I was like, no, man, you're not invested in the girls. If that's what you're doing, you're not invested in the girls. Because if you are truly invested in the girls, bring in people that will take us somewhere. You're the one that's organizing this pageant, Miss SA South Africa. I mean, Miss Independent South Africa. So bring people that are gonna. We're not able to enter in some rooms, but I thought maybe because you are director of this pageant,
doors will be open.
Open for us. Yes. I can't just bring my uncle to just come take a video of me. You know, no shade to uncles that want to support, you know, but let it be bigger. But I was very disappointed when I entered that space that we were supposed to perform. It was so small. It was so small.
Was it like bigger than here though?
A little bit. A little bit. I was like, what?
Yo.
What is this? And it was at a hotel. So I thought, okay, hotel, maybe it's a big room. No, it was a small room. Even like the
stage?
The stage was very small. It was like, and then
you don't get the opportunity to like walk
no.
Your stuff.
No. It was super small. So I was even disappointed with that. I was like, okay. And then because now the relationship became abusive. It became abusive into the group. Even in the group now, when it was leading up to the date, it was like I felt almost like harassed. No, not almost. I felt harassed. Like, okay, if you're not gonna pay, you're not gonna perform. I'm thinking my 3.5.
Your 350.
My 350. What do you mean?
Yo.
What do you mean I'm not gonna perform? And then
so if you're not able to sell the tickets, are you getting a refund of all your money back?
I didn't even go there because they were so abusive that I felt like, you know what, I'm gonna be told about there's t-shirts, there's gonna be sash, you're not gonna get your money. I didn't even think that I was gonna get my money, and even if I did get my money, it was probably not gonna be all of my money. Yeah, there was gonna be maybe we bought this and this, so I'm getting, you know, a little changanya, and I was like, you know what, let me just enjoy and just, you know, I get to the finish line. And because of that, people were telling me that because other people decided not to pay all of the sponsorship fee because they thought, you know what, the way that she's treating people, let me just get out now. Other people actually decided, you know what, if I'm gonna be treated like this, I'm not. No, sissy, we're not going to continue. And people dropped out. And there was this commander group in Bana, okay, you have to vote. And then when I was looking at how the votes were structured, it was money into a bank account and you using the code of the person's number. So we know, okay, so and so got votes. And we were even threatened by that, with that, if there's no votes for you, then you can't be in the pageant. You'll be disqualified. You'll be removed out of this group. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean votes? I thought it was tickets. I thought it was sponsorship. Now it's votes.
Which votes also? It's money that is.
It's money is going to the bank account.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? So I was like, what I was doing, I was going on social media and saying, okay, can you please vote for me, even on my WhatsApp? But not in this economy, not everyone has, you know, money to be
How much was the vote?
I don't remember exactly, but I think it was 10 rand going up. Yeah, but that was money.
It's a lot of money.
That was money.
It's a lot.
I was like, okay, who am I going to ask? Because I've been asking people, you know, tickets. Now I'm going to ask for votes. I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, if people don't vote for me, why does that hinder me from
like it's like they're putting a gun. Like that's like somebody like literally.
Yeah. If you're not gonna do it,
if you're not
out.
gonna do this, you're out.
And then the thing is, it sounded like empty threats because do you know like how stressed I was? It was actually, I felt like I was being mentally bullied. And then what happened is the next day I'm still on the group. I was like, wait, what? I thought you were going to remove the people who didn't have tickets. So I told her the only tickets I can afford is 3 tickets, because the people people promised me, okay, we're going to buy the tickets, and last minute people got, issues, and others backed out, and others were unreachable. So I can't force people. And the ticket is expensive. It is expensive.
It was how much?
It was 350.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then for VIP, I don't know where the VIP was, because that place was so small. I don't know where the VIP, because if everyone is sitting here, where's the VIP? So it was 750 for VIP. I was like, it didn't make sense, because I was like,
were you also required to sell a VIP ticket?
No,
okay, it was
no.
tickets.
It was just tickets, but there was like an exclusive ticket, but it didn't make sense to me. Like, where you gonna sit? Like, you can literally see, like maybe in a big stadium where people are like here, and then the others are on the bleachers.
There.
Then this part can be
value
a VIP
for your money. Yeah.
Yes, but if it's just here, then there's no VIP. It doesn't make sense for a VIP. So I'm asking this woman who was hosting the classes. Remember when I was talking about there was classes for pageant? I was like, okay, tell me how these pageants run, because I am in this situation now. I'm demanded to sell these tickets, and I'm demanded to have votes. And I feel like she was a little bit down. She was telling me, she was like, no, see, actually pageant really is a money making scheme. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Yeah, things need to change, but it's money. I was like, okay. So she's making money. She's just making money out of us. She found a business or a niche for her to make money. I was like, okay, I hear you. Okay, let me just, soldier on. And so I was like, I invested so much. I bought the tickets. And now there was these tickets that I'm shorting for tickets because I didn't buy all 5. And I was like, I haven't got paid. So I can't even afford these tickets. I have to have a dress. I have to have a traditional or national costume. I have to have a bathing suit.
Makeup.
I have, exactly.
Hair.
Shoes. Yes. Traveling fees.
Traveling.
I have to feed myself.
Yo.
I was like, okay, where am I going to get this money?
And that is all in hopes that you win.
That I win.
Yo.
That I win. So even I was looking, and do you know, because people dropped out, the money kept decreasing. So now, for Mrs., I was in the Mrs. category, it was 2,000.
Prize. Ngeke phela. Never. You are lying.
I'm not lying.
What do you mean 2,000? You've invested 3.5, you've invested 350, you've invested, you were required 1.7. 2,000 rands.
She was like, because people have dropped out now, it has impacted the price, so it's going down. For little misses, I think it was 4 point something. For others, it was 6,000. It kept going like
but
down.
Then why is it that for the one your category it went so low to 6,000?
I was the only one.
To 2,000. So she knew that village. But that is unfair, though. That is very much unfair, and I think that for me that is breach of contract. It has to be breach of that. There has to be something, because whether if people dropped out or not, that's none of your business.
It's none of my business.
You
exactly.
did what you were supposed to do. So what business do they have?
Exactly.
Like, I'm getting upset with your story, man.
So 2,000, and then when I was counting the 2,000 compared to the money, I was like, yo, it's not even half of what I invested, but okay.
At least you get the crown.
Yes,
I mean, at this point, it's a given.
It's a given, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the group. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay, so, and people knew, the girls knew, they were like, oh, you're the only Mrs. So is given. Why are you even here? Okay, be here so that they don't say, but you didn't compete. They were like, okay, you're the only one in your category, it's yours, it's a given. And she didn't tell me that I must withdraw because I'm the only one remaining. She never said that I must withdraw. I was first for the interview. I was there. My name was there. You first for the interview because they had to interview us, find out who we are, what we're about, and all that. I was first in the interview, and I remember it finished about 10 p.m. like in the evening. I didn't have money for an Uber to go home. All I had money was just public transport because I invested so much in the pageant. I was sure that I was going to be able to take myself home. So she's the one that we asked everyone, exhausted every other option. We asked everyone, can you help? And people were like, no, I can't. Like, you're far from where I live. I don't have money. And Uber was 300 and something. I was like, hey, I can't be here. So those news ended up, getting to her ear. But okay, there's a girl who doesn't have money to go home. So when she came, and there was a girl that I bonded with. So when she came, she just addressed her. So what's the issue? But she was told that It's me. She didn't even want to look at me. Like, okay, so what's going on? She was like, no, Sia does not have money for transport because she only has money for taxi. She was like, oh, that means you're not competing tomorrow. I was like, it's like she sounded happy. I was like, no, I am committing. I have money for like public transport.
Yeah.
She was like, tomorrow, make sure at 4 you are home. Don't make your problems my problems. I was like, okay. And then she told the people that were helping me, you can go home. Yeah, but and then I was left with her. So she did an Uber for me, which was 189, yes. I checked the Uber. Yes, 100. So it was like, we're taking that from the ticket money. I was like, okay, it's fine. As long as I can get to go home. That's how she knew my address. Because she was the one who was doing the Uber for me. Yes, she knew my address. And then the next day it was a pageant. I was prepared. I had like maskengete, those bags, those changane bags, the colorful ones, put everything there, my costumes, everything. I did my makeup. I was like doing my afro, so I was prepared. They knew that I was coming. So I was the first one to go on stage. And do you know, like, we were removed from the first bathroom. We were preparing, the bathroom was unisex, so men, and so the hotel manager was like, no, you guys are preparing here, you are women, go to the other bathroom, it's fine, take your stuff. We took our stuff to that bathroom, and after that bathroom, they were like, no, you're too far, go to the other bathroom. We had to go to that other bathroom, and then after that bathroom, it was close to the entrance, so where are we going to enter? So they said backstage. So the backstage, it was in the video as well, the backstage, there was things for, when you're going to an event, there's tables there, there's the ceiling is broken, there's wires exposed. There was not it was a hazardous area. It was not safe. I was like, but we had to do. This is what we were given. We didn't have space to change. And when she would come, she'd be like, don't go there and take your time and, doing this, taking your time. Just go in and out. I will disqualify you if you're busy taking your time, you're busy turning. I was like, but it's a pageant. Aren't you supposed to?
You are supposed to,
No. She was like, in and out. And she was speaking in that tone. Like, you are in and out. If I find you, taking your time, then we don't have time. We're supposed to be out of here by 4 hours. Like, they started late. So I was like, why are we here if we're going to be here? Because the judges are judging, like, how are you presenting yourself on stage? Don't take you. I was like, okay. Everyone was, we just had to soldier. And other people, I was like, the investment they made, they even paid more than me. I was like, guys. Okay.
That was not nice.
It was not nice. It was not even organized kakuhle, because I remember they told us, national costume first. They were like, no. It's not national. So we had to take. And then the makeup is ruined because in a hurry. You don't have time. Like, we were so rushed. And the people didn't know what we were going through at backstage. They didn't know. Because you had to fake it and smile in front of the judges. Yes, and pretend like, okay, everything is sharp. Okay, all of that was done. And then they were announcing the winners. They're about to announce the winners. And I heard them disappear backstage. They were saying, oh, Mrs. is not going to be representing us internationally because she doesn't have the qualities. And just because you're the only one doesn't mean automatically you get to be the winner. So I was like, wait, so what am I doing here then? What am I doing here?
Who was saying that?
There was a presenter. Of course, the presenter is told what to say.
Okay.
Yeah, the presenter. Yeah, you are given what to say. Okay, say this. So I don't blame that girl. Okay. Yeah, she was just given a script. Like, just do it. Yes. Okay. So I'm hearing that backstage. I'm like, okay. I thought everyone was saying, this is mine. So we were all called after the end of the pageant to line, and everyone can see us, and then they were going to crown people. When it came to the misses, they were like, she doesn't have the qualities. I saw emotionally I was so heavy because I'm on stage in front of people, like I have to like pull in a face, you know what I mean, while they're saying this stuff. So Little Miss is the children, the young ones. Well, Little Miss was supposed to get 4 point something because it was said on the group, because it was a group chat. So I saw her taking the check, like a Little Miss, and giving Little Miss 2,000. So I'm like, okay, because there was a check for every category. So I was like, okay, why are you robbing Little Miss and not giving Miss a check? giving because I'm expecting that check to be mine. At that point, I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to represent these people internationally, but maybe I'm going to get what's mine now.
Yeah.
Yes, mine now. First of all, in the group, there were roses. They said, okay, these are your babies. You know, this is your present. This is what you're going to get. Pink roses. There were no roses. It was the cheaper version of the flowers. I was like, okay. And then what happened is after Miss got 2000, and then she was always communicating with the judges, like going up back and forth with the judges. She's not supposed to interfere because it's like, no, she's kind of dictating. So I was like, wait, why are the judges there? But if you're going to be the one.
Yeah, to make the decisions. How does it work?
If you're going to be, and people were watching this. So I was the last one, and they just gave me the flowers. I didn't get the crown. I didn't get the sash. I was asked to come forward. What do you mean I must come forward? Forward for what? If I'm not going to get the prize. I'm the only one. And then people could see, like in my face, how disappointed I was. And you know when the crowd is trying to pump you up, I remember another woman was like, "Oh my God, I love," because what it was like, yeah, it's too late. I can already see what is going on. And the sash was there, the crown was there. They didn't give me, and it was already the end of the pageant. And the one who won Mrs. last year just came and hugged me. Even like the hug, I was like, I understood that she was trying to comfort me, but at that time I already broken down. I was like, I'm in front of people, like I felt so insulted, and even the flowers, they were uglier than the others, was so small. And after that I was told, like, just get off stage. And then she held on to a little Mrs. check.
But this really has to be criminal. Like, this has to be criminal. There's absolute no ways. This has to be criminal. First of all, these pageants, whatever nonsense that some of them do, because I know it's not all of them. Some pageants are there to uplift, you get opportunities. But then there are others that are owned by opportunists, that are vultures. Mean girls that have no business representing women. Other girls, representing women. You understand? Because for me, the part that I really want to understand is, and I'm saying this directly to you, it is what? Miss Independent
South Africa.
Miss Independent South Africa. I also, I'm also just here to ask, what are the qualities that make a Mrs. Independent South Africa? What are the qualities? Number one, I personally feel like if it is that you guys did your job right, you are supposed to get the background of a person. The name of it should be somebody that is independent, because I could have been somebody that is just funded by a sugar daddy. When you say 3.5, I have it. When you say 350, I have it. When you say tickets 5, I'm like, I'll donate 10. Does that represent who you guys are? Because I'm so glad that with this interview, we got to start from back. You are literally the definition of an independent woman. So what qualities were you guys looking for that did not qualify her? And I am just so pissed and so hurt on your behalf, because you mean to tell me that she competed with nobody and she still did not win? What are your guys's I'm really just upset.
And you know what, Owamie? The thing that surprised me, the way that she was so vicious with me. There's a girl that was in the pageant. She said, I dropped out, Sia. I was like, wait, you dropped out? She was like, she was begging me throughout February to be part of the competition. I said to her, I don't have money. I didn't even sell all my tickets, but she begged me to come back. So I was like, wait, so if there are people who didn't sell all of their tickets, why was she harsh with me? And that girl didn't win. She didn't win. So I was like, why were you begged? But I was treated unfairly, So I feel like she was trying to cover up some things, And I remember there's this other woman, because her daughter is the face of Miss Independent South Africa. She won even the international one.
Whose daughter?
Her daughter, Vanessa. She's the director. Her daughter won. And then I know a woman was asking her, oh, this is your daughter. She was like, no, this is not my daughter. So she stalked her Instagram. She lied. She stalked her Instagram and she said, even the surnames are the same. What do you mean? This is her daughter.
Sure. No, what they did to you, that is just so inhumane, and it is disgusting behavior at its worst. And this is the pure definition of mean girls are the ones that hold this barking, this events, women empowerment
Yes,
events.
yes.
I just, that's why I don't attend those. I don't, because it's something that's pissing off.
That's what
How do you sit and actually quantify that somebody does not have the qualities, does not deserve? With the story that I had, you're an independent woman. You literally
Yes.
had to work, you had to save your money, you had to move into a new city by yourself.
By myself,
without
yes.
a family member.
without a family
Only
member.
relying on a friend that you fully didn't know. Like, you can't say you know a stranger.
Yeah.
That's a friend, yes, but that's a stranger.
Yes, that's a stranger.
You had to work your way up. You had to do this. You're the definition of being an independent woman.
No,
So
not
what do
according
they
to her.
mean that you did not? And then what about the prize money? So where did it go?
I don't know. She gave my money to Lil Miss Independent, to Lil Miss, and then took Lil Miss's cash. She took that money. I saw her taking that cash, and then after that, I was literally crying, and people were like hugging me at the end of the show. They felt so bad. They were like, "We saw what happened. This woman, I'm not shocked." They were like, "I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked because she's done similar things or treated people very poorly."
Is she South African?
Yes, she's South African, yes. And then what happened is when I went home, I recorded the video immediately because I was still in my dress, yes. And then I didn't have Wi-Fi at home, so I had to go to a center to upload it the next day. So it went viral. So when it went viral, she did not expect me to stand up for myself. She did not anticipate that. You know, when people are used to bullying people and getting away with it, she did not. So she sent me a WhatsApp and she said, "The nerve. What about the Uber? Did you tell them about the Uber money?" The
What
Uber money.
stupid Uber?
The Uber,
From the amount that
Yes,
you've
yes,
given
yes,
her,
yes,
what
yes.
is that stupid little amount?
The one that she said she will take the money from the tickets. So she said, "You will hear from my lawyer." There's a guy who contacted me on WhatsApp, gave me contacts about, okay, I'm so and so, and I am her lawyer. And then I was like, and she was like, "We want you to take down the video." I was like, "But that's my freedom of speech." She was like, "Defamation of character."
People
So I was
don't understand what defamation
so
of
I was trying to
character is.
understand defamation of character. What do you mean? I did not lie. I did not make. It's my experience. This is what happened, and he threw me with legal gibberish. Like, okay, she gave me a form. Was it deceased? It's seasoned.
Cease and desist.
Yes, but okay, protection order, and they know my address. So I was like, hey, if they know my address, then the police are gonna come and arrest you for what? What do you mean police are gonna? So I'm being harassed by this guy on WhatsApp now. Yeah, but and people were like, I remember sending this to this other girl. She was not part of the pageant. I was like, okay, this guy, I'm being threatened because what? And she was like, okay, give me the guy's contact. So I gave the contact. She was like, let's look up this guy, because people have friends that are lawyers that will. She was like, this guy works in insurance, girl. Yes, it's a law firm, but it deals with insurance. Law ukuphathele ichomi yakhe to intimidate you. I was like, hey man. So I did a follow up of, guys, this is what's happening. And then the guy saw the video. And then he did his video to respond to me. He was like, "You don't have the right. It's illegal to be giving people's information, but thank you for making me famous."
Hi, but when you lie, I didn't see that one.
Yes. So he was like, "Thank you for making me famous. What are you doing?" So I did a compilation of videos on TikTok where I was scammed. Yes. And I went through a lot when I came here because I was very trusting. You know, I'm very trusting.
You're very sweet. And that's why, guys, like, I do not want to lie. I love me. Like, I'm not that,
Yeah.
When you're someone that is very sweet, unfortunately, people do take advantage. As I'm saying,
Yes.
they're opportunists, they
Yes,
see
yes.
someone that is too kind and everything, and they take advantage, which is such a shame.
So I did those videos on TikTok, but okay, I was robbed by people who were pretending to be prophets. They took my 2 phones and they took my money. I was scammed on a dating app. Like, I did those things warning people. And the other video there is helping people, and people, oh my God, I was researching this company. Oh my God, okay, you've helped me. So this guy took that out of context, like, why are you calling people witches, wara wara. I was almost initiated into witchcraft. and I didn't even know by people. So I did a video to warn people like the things that I've went through up a.
Ma'am, I think you're gonna have to come back and we talk about those stories. No, you're gonna come back. We don't wanna mix them here, but you need to come back. Ninjas, comment down if you want her to come, because those seem like very interesting stories.
Yeah. So he was like, "Why are you calling people witches on your TikTok?" No. So he was trying to intimidate me. By the way, he was like, "At this point, we're literally begging you because these people, all they know is how to make Pageant, and you're calling them scammers. So I'm sorry if I scared you, whatever." And after that video, he never
made
sent
that video publicly. Okay.
Yes, he made that video
Were
publicly.
people going to him?
Yes,
and attacking.
Of course, people. Thank you, because they're going to Vanessa as well. They were like, "We want her number."
Like when I saw your story before I even contacted you, I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I wrote a lengthy message and I tagged them. As I'm trying to tag them, I saw they had their tags off on Instagram. I was like, damn it, I don't want to just post and I don't tag them. So I went to their page. When I got to their page, they'd posted, but I think the comments were off. So I went to the comment under, a post under, and I was like, then if you're telling the truth, why are comments off? I think the comments went on to get turned off or something. I don't know. But
yes. People were coming in my defense. And because of that, I even tagged the international. I sent an email to the international one where her daughter won, and I thought these people really were for the women. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make this thing up. I thought they were like ethics were important, morals were important. So when they reached up to me and they said, "Okay, what do you want to happen so that we can get over this? What do you want?"
Wow.
So when I saw that, I was like, I don't feel comfortable, because what do you mean, what do I want so we can get over this? Like,
so it has nothing to do with doing what's right.
Yes.
Let's just get over it.
I felt like I was going to be bought. I was like, I don't feel comfortable talking, because there was a journalist also who saw the story and she was helping me like research. Okay, so what are the ethics? What are people supposed to, the standards for creating pageants and all that, so that we know what's what and what's what. And these people were like, we don't associate with locals, with how locals run their pageant. I was like, okay, what do you mean? Because big brands, they care about like the influencers or people that they work with, like your morale, like what type of person, because you're going to be associated with our brand.
1,000%.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't interfere? So for me, I didn't feel comfortable when they responded like that. I was like, okay, you know what? I am not in a good place to answer. So I was like, no, I can't. Because it's not like, I felt like they were trying to be by me.
Somehow I feel like they might have also came out and said, you see, this is all she wanted. This was all because she wanted this. Do you get? Like, you really cannot trust people that actually speak like that. And that's what I'm saying. I will not lie, and I'm not trying to get bread out of someone's name. I know some of the most vile individuals that run huge women events. The most you do not know. The only thing is that we don't talk. Like, we really don't talk.
Yeah.
You know, we don't talk. We're quiet. It's fine. Continue on, make your money. But that's why I feel like when I saw, because not only just one. So when I saw, I was like, no.
And there were people that were asked, like in the interview, okay, so how are you, if you win this, how are you going to get yourself overseas? So I was like, okay, so you're not sponsored to take people overseas. People have to have their own flight tickets to go and come back. What are they going to win then? You know what I mean?
Do you think what may be one of the reasons why you were not even considered? Was it because maybe this girl can't even afford an Uber?
Yeah.
How is she gonna afford a flight? She will be a problem for us.
Yes.
Because if it was of the fact that they felt that you did not qualify, I feel like they could have told you before to say you don't have the requirements that we need, so you need to back out. And remember, the whole Uber thing happened the night before. And now the following morning, you were now coming to compete, and all of a sudden, you don't have the qualities.
I don't have the qualities. Yes, I think the qualities are money. Now that you just should say that they are money, because how can you ask girls, so if you win, what exactly are you winning? Because I was asking myself, what are you winning because flights overseas, they're expensive.
Very
They're
expensive.
And like, who's going to pay for the accommodation, the food, you know, your dress? Because now you are at an international level, like the dress, I was like,
This is really just so disturbing. I don't know. I don't even know if there's a board that actually like makes sure that, you know, the pageant standards, because at this
Yes,
point
there
I
should
feel
be a
like these
board.
pageants
There
are
should
just
be a
like
board.
awards.
Yes.
Anybody from their back room can start it.
You can start a pageant. There
They
should
can
be
just
a board.
start a pageant. Literally, like I feel like if there are no standards, there's no board that actually controls what is right, what is not right, what are the requirements that are needed. Can an Owamie just start and get young girls in? What if I decide that I'm gonna actually start a human trafficking industry that is gonna be pageants? That's where the most beautiful girls are. So, like, what in South Africa is there to actually put this systems in place that these young girls do not get abused? Not only just young girls, but young women as well. What is there? This is just upsetting. But now I really honestly just want you to walk me through. You are on stage. It is being announced to everyone that is there. You do not have the qualities. What exactly was the wording?
So they were saying, just because I'm the only one there does not automatically mean that I am going to be the winner. I do not have the qualities to actually deserve of this crown. And another girl was worried for me. She was like, I hope they don't make your, because the way that she was being abused even in the group, I hope they don't make your crown look
Ugly.
No, she didn't even want me to wear that crown. She just gave me flowers, and they were probably and flowers die. She was like, okay, how many flowers? You know? So, and she kept quiet and gave someone else the platform to put me down. And another woman was like, when she was comforting me when I was crying, she was like, why didn't you just take the mic and say, you know, where's your money? You know, where's that crown? I didn't have the strength to do that because I was being actually humiliated on stage. I didn't have that. And it was like the end, so I couldn't even confront. It was like the end of the event. People were already going home. But people that were there, they saw what happened to me was unjust because of how they came to me and comforted me and apologized and so, but no, what happened there was not right.
First of all, you're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
You're a very kind individual. Guys, today was very hectic here. I don't know. This is like really... You are so kind.
Thank you.
You are so kind. Like, we spent the whole day almost today together. And I got to experience you more than like, you know, a guest that comes in, they leave. Oh, I'm just so hurt on your behalf. And I'm just, more than anything, I'm just so angry. I'm just so angry on your behalf because you are so kind. You are so beautiful. You are an independent woman. So I wish she actually expressed, these are the qualities that we need of Miss Independent or Mrs. Independent. Because if you're not it, then who is?
Yes.
Then who is? We need to know exactly what are the attributes. And I hope Vanessa watches this, and I do hope that you do come out with a statement. Please let us know what are the qualities that you quantify to say this is what makes somebody worth a crown in your pageant, for them to be Mrs. Independent. If it is not a young, beautiful, hardworking, independent, black woman, you is just pissing me off. Like, you really are. Like, I'm just not okay. Because what happened to you is so unjust. And they could have literally pulled you to the side.
They could
and said, don't go up there. We are not giving you the crown. Because already they knew that. But they had to give you a humiliation moment. So that is done in front of everyone. That is just so wrong. That is inhumane. And for the mere fact that you are a mother, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed. Not that I'm saying that people that don't have kids have got a past to be evil or anything. As you guys know, I've never birthed, so I'm not a mother yet. I'm a mom T. I do have a little boy that I love with my soul, and even though I never went to the labor ward, but for the mere fact that I've got a son, that is someone that I consider a son, I can never see a young boy out there and think of doing anything to can hurt a young boy or a young girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when I see a little boy, I always relate that little boy to my son.
Yes.
It's always like that, you know? So I don't understand. How can you be a mother? If that was your daughter that was on stage getting humiliated like that, I know she wouldn't have liked that.
No, she
that
wouldn't
is
have.
so disgusting. That's such a disgusting behavior. So I'm going to ask Miss Independent South Africa, Miss Vanessa, ma'am, can you please give us a statement? What makes somebody worth getting a crown to be Miss Independent or Mrs. Independent for your pageant? Because at this point, listening to your story, I don't understand what is the issue. I really, really don't. So I hope that they will come out with a statement. And Ninjas, I am sending you to her Instagram page. I don't know if it's private now or
They made
not.
it private. They made so that people don't.
Apparently, it is private. But remember, Ninjas, forever da. The day it opens, Siakal, like we need to
yes,
ask, we need
yes.
questions, we need answers. Please give us a statement. What makes somebody worth? Because if not, I am really pleading with anybody that is working in the department where this is relevant. Can you shut this whole thing down? Like, honestly, that's something that I would ask. Unless they can come and explain to us to say, okay, this is the reason, this, and it better make sense. It better make sense. Then if not, then it does need to be shut down. Because
does.
for me, that's also theft. The money moved from 10,000 to 2,000.
To 2000.
And then from 2,000 to 0.
to nothing.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Pure nonsense. That's nonsense. So you do have a right. You had every right to feel the way that you did. I am so sorry that you had to go through that.
Thank you.
And I think that you are one of the most well-articulated people that I've ever sat on my chair.
Oh, thank you.
No, I swear to God. You are one of the most well-articulated people. You can see you are trained. So I really don't know. That woman robbed you, in my personal opinion. She
did.
robbed you of your crown. She robbed you of your crown. She really did. She robbed you of your crown. Oh, man. Like, I don't know. This really just did upset me a lot. You did not deserve that. And I do hope that you will never look at yourself through the lens of the eyes that she looks at you with. Because you're definitely bigger than that. And for me personally, you deserved that crown, hands down. But even if you wore that crown would not have been big enough for you. Because you're bigger than that. You
Thank you.
really, truly are. So I really am happy that you did come out and you spoke about it. I think it will also open doors. And if you do have a child that is going to this pageant, Miss Independent South Africa, whether it's the child, whether you're the miss, whether you're the missus, be very careful. If it was me, I would advise don't go. Find another one. Until maybe she can come out and give us a valid reason on why this actually happened. Because for me, it really does not make any sense. It really doesn't. Before we leave, what would you like to say?
I'm proud of myself that I spoke out, that I spoke up for myself, that I stood up, because I'm not only standing for myself, I'm standing for other women that have gone through what I've gone through. I'm giving them a voice through my voice, because I saw the people that watched the video. Many people have went through what I went through. Mothers were crying, others were saying, I invested more than 15,000 in this, and I was guaranteed that my child was going to win, and she did not win. So it was not only me. It was not only me.
Was it from the same pageant?
The same pageant, yes, the same pageant. And yeah, the mothers were very, very upset. So I am happy that I didn't let her bully me.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like a a heavy weight has been lifted off me now that I've got even this platform to even speak out, that she can't just walk all over people and get away with it. And I hope, like you said, these things must be investigated, and there should be a board for the pageantry in South Africa, you know, to assess everything. Are people going by the rules, or like I was told that it's a money-making scheme? Like this should end, because we as women, we do want to be represented. We do want to be empowered. You know what I mean? We do want opportunities, and people are taking advantage of that. They're exploiting that. So I am very, very, very proud of myself, but I'm also thankful that people have supported me. And I'm thankful to you that you, Richard, because I love you. I'm not making this up because
You lie.
I knew you. Listen. What happens is we used to do a podcast last year. So we were doing trending topics. So I used to go to Owamie. I'm like, so everything that you talked about, I was like, Owamie's talking about this person. Yes. And the people that I'm working with that were doing the podcast together, they were like, see, Owamie said she wants to. I was like, don't lie. I manifested her. So yes. So I was more than happy to come speak to you.
My heart.
Yes.
It really does. Because when I saw your story, I don't know, like it really it broke my heart. It broke my heart. It really did. And I just said, no, I need you to come. You know, I know my platform may not be the biggest, but let me see how my platform can be able to assist.
Thank you.
Because honestly, that was just completely unfair, total, utter rubbish. You can actually quote me wherever you want. And that's my opinion, you understand?
Yes.
So it really just like, wow. But I am happy that you're here. So I do hope that, guys, maybe we can get help in terms of, we do need Miss Vanessa to actually just give us an answer. Ma'am, come to the front. Shbubu, we need answers, okay? Like, come here. So give us a statement. What is it that makes somebody qualify in your pageant, in your level, in your standards, that she does actually deserve to be Miss Independent South Africa? And you know what is the most embarrassing thing? It's the fact that you came here brilliant, gorgeous, well articulated, with a story that actually proves pure independence.
Yes.
Now let's see her get out of this one. Let's see you get out of this one. And again, anybody that can help us maybe shut this temporarily down until she can actually, like, you know, prove that she is worth taking care of women's emotions and uplifting other women, not putting them down. I don't think that there's a reason why she should even be having this pageant, or we should even be having this pageant at this moment.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So, but anyway, what would you like to just say to the ninjas, since you are a ninja?
Ninjas! Karate this. I love you guys. I love you. I'm part of the team. Thank you for watching.
But anyway, ninjas, please, please do help us. From Owamie, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that this particular one was quite difficult. It was a bit hard, just because, you know, it's so sad. And I think for me, again, is the fact that, like, we spent almost the whole day together, you know, and I like looking at you and who you are, and like what they did to you, like that's rubbish. You have me messed up. Anyway, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye.